pop-up with our various committee members. So we're just going to give a brief update, and we'll make this a short 5-minute meeting. Because we don't have a quorum, we can't vote on anything. But I will state, just going over the agenda, moving forward, this committee will meet the third Tuesday of the month at 4 p.m. So our next meeting will be Tuesday, October 19th at 4 p.m. For anyone who would like to have agenda items added, I think we should create an agenda today. But Ken, do you have any updates or anything you'd like to discuss?
Nothing, no.
No. Okay.
I'm fine.
We have Peter O'Meara here from the Friends of the Fourth. Peter, if you want to give an update from your end.
So just a wrap-up from the Friends of the 4th of July. Fireworks feedback seemed to be positive, and we were able to add to the contract. So thanks to Mikhail and Mr. Kelly's office for expediting that. The 2022 dates for the fireworks have been tentatively set for the fireworks on Friday evening, July 1, with the rain date of Tuesday, July 5th. And the bids for that will probably go out in October or November, and then we'll confirm those dates when the bids come back in. Just a little bit of an update on the 2021 donations. It was the best year that we've ever had, 491 donations, and they ranged from $2 to $1,000. So, and the average was around 50, which was really impressive. And we did receive one in-kind donation of 10 Pro-Cut haircut certificates. And since some of us don't have much hair left, we donated them to the guidance counselor at the Nauset Middle School to give out as they see wish. Financially, we're in very good shape in order to be able to pay for the 2022 fireworks, because we'll have to give a check to the town after the bids are awarded, but we will be sending out a letter probably in March of 2022, because we want to make sure that we're able to replenish. All our expenses are current, and we are going to work with Sir Speedy on setting up a website so that a lot of people, you know, when they send their check in, they put a little note at the bottom they'd like to have PayPal or, you know, be able to pay online. So we're going to work with Sir Speedy to set up that system so people could do that. So.
Good idea.
Yeah, I think that's great. We've received the same feedback about the website. I'd love to help with that if,
Okay.
you know, if you need help, because Cynthia on this committee created our website. So if you need anything, we're more than happy to
All help welcome.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay,
But
I'll touch base with you.
Definitely. And
on
I
that.
just want to thank you again. I think very few people know that the fireworks are solely put on by a very small but very mighty committee that is the Friends of the Fourth. And, you know, we heard great things about the fireworks this year, and we always do, but I think if we can keep the momentum of, you know, whether it's the spend or the time or whatever, however you put the bids out, I think, you know, people were really raving about it this year, and
Yeah,
it'd be great.
this was the most positive year
Yeah,
feedback I've come across.
same, and I just think if we can keep that momentum going, that's great. And again, I think we said this in our July 4th wrap-up meeting, but you are also an amazing help to this committee and volunteering as our parade meister, and so we really appreciate all of your help and support.
Well, it's great. You're a great group to work with, and a lot of teamwork. And the parade, I mean, it wasn't a home run, it was a grand slam. I mean, it was incredible. I think the reaction, the turnout, the crowd,
Turnout.
the participation, you know, in spite of a couple little bumps, it really was just a great day. So you all, given the time frame that you had to put it together, really amazing job. So, yeah, no, pleasure working with you.
Likewise.
Thank you, Peter.
Thank you, Peter. Just on my end, I think that, again, we talked about this at our last meeting. We had the wrap-up right after the 4th, and I think the parade was great. I think that the participation was great, the turnout was great. I do think we've already started the conversation and working with the Select Board and Mr. Kelly's office about some guidelines as far as participation goes. We want to create some basic guidelines that are fair to everyone who wants to participate, but also remind everyone that it's a family-friendly event. And I think, so for our meeting on October 19th, I would suggest that those guidelines be our main topic for the agenda. And then I'd also like to put the timeline of the parade and jobs and roles and responsibilities. I think our committee has grown a little bit. Ken, you take on a lot. We have some additional members, and I'd like to just go over that on our next meeting.
Okay, I think the other thing we might want to go over at the next meeting is the bands issue. Michaela said she's ready at the drop of a hat to send out the contracts.
Yeah, I sent that
Oh,
over.
did you? Okay.
Yep.
All right. You're ahead of the game, as usual.
No, but yeah, I was confirming with bands first, so I normally do that this time of year, so,
Including Brewster
yeah.
and Harwich.
Yeah, Harwich, I've invited them again, yeah. Yep, so,
I have nothing else.
okay, well, without a quorum, there isn't much else we can talk about, so I think this very brief 10-minute meeting, we can adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Okay,
You second it?
I'll second it, but I don't know that we can take any motions. So I guess we'll adjourn at 4:25, and then we'll be back at 4 o'clock on October 19th.